Good day, everyone. I am pleased and honored to be part of the ninth National Business and Management Conference. I am excited and nervous as well to present to all of you my research paper entitled Cashless Society: Identifying the Current Factors and Challenges that Affect the Behavior of Filipinos Toward Digitalization of Payments in the Philippines. My name is Jenilyn Limin, a Master of Business Administration student from the Central Colleges of the Philippines. My presentation starts with the introduction, then followed by the theoretical and conceptual frameworks, then the methodology, the results, the discussion, and recommendations. The Philippines is one of the countries in the world where physical cash is still widely used, with the developments and trends relative to information and communication technology. The usage of innovative technologies has accelerated change in the way business transactions are conducted. Many developed countries have already embraced current advancements in performing economic transactions, particularly in the realms of digital payments and e-commerce, because these innovations provide lower transaction costs and improve the efficiency of each transaction. In the Philippines, despite the effort and top-down support of the government for its central bank, the country still has heavy reliance on the use of physical cash and check mode of payments. But recently, due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, which emerged in the first quarter of 2020, the shift toward digital payments has become mandatory to reduce the need for mobility and adhere to the health protocols that restrict the face-to-face conduct of activities and transactions. It somehow pushed the country to also take part in the innovations of handling and performing economic transactions digitally. Although the current COVID-19 global pandemic contributed to the acceleration of using digital payments, the country still has a long way to go in becoming a cashless society. With the previous studies conducted on the challenges and opportunities of electronic payment systems in the Philippines, this paper aims to have an understanding on the current growth and development in the digitalization of payment and settlement transactions by identifying the latest factors and ongoing challenges that affect the behavior of Filipinos in making online payments. The Philippines, which is now following its roadmap to digitalization of payments through the mandate of its central bank, the BSP, will have a more up-to-date picture of Filipinos' current attitudes toward digital payment transactions. The factors and challenges that will be identified in this research will be useful in designing strategies to encourage individuals to trust digital channels for their financial transactions. This will help our country achieve its goal of having a cash-light economy or less use of physical cash. The theoretical framework to be used for this research paper is the unified theory of acceptance and use of technology. The research paper adapts the proposed conceptual framework or the modified theoretical framework used in the study of exploring the promise of online banking in Oman, its adoption, and challenges. However, in the aforementioned research framework, the facilitating condition construct was excluded because according to REFI, some facilitating conditions are not required as online banking websites would be available and accessible to all participants, and voluntariness of use was also ruled out because online banking is voluntary for all participating individuals. For the purpose of this study, the facilitating condition construct will be retained as part of the four key constructs, and the voluntariness of use will also be excluded since the use of digital payments in the Philippines is also voluntary in nature. Quantitative research approach was used in this study, in which the main source of data and information were collected from survey questionnaire. The respondents are working individuals with experiences and knowledge in engaging in digital payments on their financial transactions such as online shopping, digital transfer of funds, etc. This research study adapts the survey questionnaire from a thesis work that investigated the key constructs of the UT-AUT model, including relative advantage as part of the four core constructs of the aforementioned model, affecting Chinese customers' decision in using mobile payment in Bangkok. The questionnaire was converted to Google Forms format and was distributed online to the respondents. The survey data was analyzed using the statistical package for social sciences software, descriptive statistics analysis, and multiple regression analysis. According to the data, female respondents outnumbered male respondents, with female accounting for 57.3% of responses and males accounting for 42.7%. The bulk of digital payment users, which is 62.7%, were between the ages of 21 and 30, and the majority of respondents worked for private companies. The survey also shows that 66.7% of the respondents had had at least 10 years of internet experience. However, respondents said that they use digital payments for their financial activities on a weekly basis, with 40% selecting this option. Moreover, multiple regression analysis revealed that factors that influence the decision to adopt digital payment transactions are effort expectancy, performance expectancy, and facilitating conditions. Social influence, on the other hand, had little bearing on the decision to adopt digital payments. The results merely demonstrate that younger generations are more likely to engage in digital financial transactions than older generations, and the majority of respondents are highly educated persons who are aware of current technological developments. It also indicates that users were not yet utilizing the power of the internet to make the most of the digital payment platform. According to the study's findings, customers' willingness to adopt digital payment was influenced by effort expectancy, performance expectancy, and facilitating conditions. It meant that these three constructs are important factors in the behavioral intention and usage of digital payment platforms. The government, through its central bank, the BSP, in cooperation with the other business sectors, banks, retailers, and online merchants, should explore and develop ways to encourage the Filipinos in trusting the digital channels in doing their financial transactions. The mentioned sector should innovate and improve the digital payment channels in the country to meet the effort expectancy of the consumers, such as security and easiness of using digital payment channels, performance expectancy such as efficiency when using digital payment platform, including helpful benefits like speed, security, and convenience, and facilitating conditions such as availability of applicable digital channels even to people in remote areas, and the stability of internet connections, which is a tool in performing said digital transactions. These proposed combined efforts will help our country achieve its goal of having a cash-light economy or less use of physical cash in the future, especially now that the global pandemic has greatly affected the economy of the Philippines. I would like to express my utmost gratitude and appreciation to Ms. Shona Baquilas, Mr. Macrinald Vanderlipe, and Ms. Frechinieva, my professors at the Central Colleges of the Philippines, who have shared their knowledge and inspired me to finish this research work. I also would like to thank the 79 respondents who have given their precious time in answering my survey. And finally, I thank the Lord for the wisdom and strength He gave me throughout this study. Thank you everyone for taking time to listen to my presentation. To God be the glory.